setup revision. We'll do that next week. Hello! Hello! How are we doing? Let me just... Let's get this all going. Evening, man! Here we go. Welcome to the stream. In answer to your question, playing Ghost of Tsushima, man. Iki expansion. But I thought... There's no rush to get this done. There's no rush to get this game done. I thought what would be nice is to sort of explore the island a lot more today. We kind of went heavy on the story. I know it's not the longest story. I thought, you know what? We'll just sort of push forward. We'll push forward and just kick back and have a chat and just enjoy the beauty of this game for like 2 hours or so. We do have a lot of Gamescom stuff coming up for the next few days. And just to tie it in to... what Alien Invention is saying, I deliberately sort of avoided the Xbox Gamescom stuff because they just don't... Look, this is the best way to put it when it comes to Xbox in general, is they just don't really know how to put together a good showcase. Like, everyone I've watched this year has just been lackluster, and I think that is the best way to sort of put it across, you know. I think that's a fair way of putting it across. They just really don't understand the ins and outs of making things exciting when it comes to their showcases. And there's a fair few people that do. This isn't just something where I will sort of push into saying, oh, well, you know, just Sony and PlayStation do it completely better, because that's a completely unfair statement as well. There's actually a lot of places that really understand, and a lot of even just games developers and studios that understand how to put together an exciting showcase. But recent times, whatever you want to call it, Xbox just don't seem to understand the logistics of how to put that together, you know? And it's a shame to see, because really all you need is like a good presenter, a good editor, because a lot of these things aren't necessarily even having to go out live, because you can schedule it or you can stream the video as if it was live anyway. It's not like you're answering a lot of fan feedback and things like that. So you have a great opportunity just to put together a really concise, well-edited, exciting piece of content, and Xbox just failed to miss that mark a lot of the time. So I didn't feel like it was worth me actually covering the Xbox Gamescom stuff, because I kind of knew how it would play out anyway, you know? But that being said, I will be covering Gamescom starting tomorrow, you know? Starting tomorrow. It's going to be great. I'm going to start probably half an hour before the actual show starts, and then throughout the rest of the week I will be covering as much of Gamescom Live as I can, 2021. So really looking forward to it, especially now that I've been made an official co-stream. They let me be a co-stream for Summer Games Fest. They've now let me be a co-stream for this as well. Thank you so much to the team. I really do appreciate it. Can you react to the No Way Home trailer so I can see your reactions? It's gone, mate. It happened at free. I'm an honest channel. If I've already watched the trailer, I'm not gonna fake a reaction or something. I can give you my thoughts on the trailer. I can do that, but I'm not gonna try and, you know, put together a reaction. The window for opportunity, if I was going to do one, and I considered doing it, but I thought, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave it to my boy Heavy Spoilers. He's going to have the breakdown and all of that good stuff. And I just reacted on Twitter alongside everybody else, you know, which was a lot of fun anyway. I really enjoyed the conversations happening last night. So, yeah, kind of just missed them up. But I can give you my thoughts on that if that's the sort of thing you want to see or you want to know. But, yeah, you know, try my best to be an honest channel. Bamalam, are we watching Gamescom? Of course we're going to be watching Gamescom. Official co-streamer, man. You know, they've sent me the overlays and stuff to spice up the stream if I want to do it. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward. I'm looking forward to getting into it. I love discussional streams, I love reactionary streams, and I love event streams. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of this month, or the rest of this week, sorry. But then we're going to have some Call of Duty Vanguard Alpha, I think, at the weekend. I'm a bit little... Let me just check the date. It's like 27th, right? Yeah, it comes out Friday, so perfectly. We'll finish with Gamescom. We'll get into some Vanguard late Friday evening. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to look forward to for the rest of the week. We are coming towards the end of the month. I want to thank everybody overall for all of the support this month. I think it's really important. It's great how much people have actually been supporting the channel this month. What do I mean, co-streamer? I mean that they won't issue any sort of DMCA stuff. It means that I can officially say I am part of the event, and it means that they have sent me a bunch of assets that I can actually use to put the show together, you know? Can't say for the stream, want to avoid spoilers. Yeah, completely fair enough, man. I understand that this is a polarizing kind of thing to stream at the moment. I did hope that with the weekend passing, because I haven't played it over the weekend or anything, that a lot more people would have sort of got through it. But I understand that there's a big approach to this game where you love to get lost in it. It's not like it's not a race, it's a marathon, and appreciating the beauty. It's the journey, if you want to say, you know. So really, just that's how I want to approach this stream. I don't really want to go into any sort of massive story beats. I might do one story mission this evening, but the focus is just on being able to interact with the chat. That's something that open world games really do allow for a lot more. So I'm looking forward to, you know, just being able to do some exploration, getting the map unlocked a lot more, doing some side quests and things like that, and just being able to answer people's questions and all of that good stuff. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Callie on the modding duties, I know he's going to be gone very, very soon. Cam, thank you so much. Alien Invention, thank you so much. Joseph, thank you so much. Everyone that's a part of this stream currently like that, are currently in here. I'm not saying like the... I don't know what I was going to say there. Let's just move on. But yes, really looking forward to actually just continuing to play this game. Maybe we'll just go in search of some more armor or Easter eggs or just things like that. You know, it's a chilled Tuesday. Chill. How does chill and Tuesday almost sound like the same thing when they're spelt completely differently? Isn't that weird? Or is it that I'm too British? How does a trophy hunt go? Well, my trophy hunts, I need to look at what trophies there are available for the expansion, if there are trophies. I think there are some trophies for the expansion. But I'm not annoyed, but it would be nice if I could jump between the two islands, because I'd like to do a little bit more trophy hunting on the main island, but I can't do that. So we're stuck on Iki until we get it done. And then I will be doing a platinum run sort of approach to this game. I don't know if I'm going to completely stream that. I would really like to also finish up the Assassin's Creed Siege of Paris before this month is up. We've got, what, how many days have we got left here? We've basically got a week left. This month ends next Tuesday. So I think I'll be able to finish up the Ghost expansion, and I'll be able to do a little bit of Assassin's Creed. You know, there's expansion trophies, but they don't count towards the platinum. Well, there we go. Isabel, how's it going? Good to have you in the chat. I'm glad that you can make it. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you back. Yeah, so that's pretty much the layout for this evening. If you have anything else you'd like to ask, anything you want to get across, then please do. Now is your opportunity to do it. But as I said, this is going to be a chilled stream. This is going to be a chatty stream. So just feel free to throw anything you want at me. We can talk a little bit about No Way Home briefly. One of the things I wanted to point out is we don't have the entire Sinister Six made up. How many members do we have made up? We've got Lizard confirmed. We've got Sandman confirmed. We've got Goblin confirmed. We've got Doc Ock confirmed, and we got Electro confirmed. So we got 5. We've got 5 of the Sinister Six confirmed. Now, I think it's a safe bet that Vulture's going to be the 6th member. You know, traditionally Vulture's always been a big part of the Sinister Six as well. And I think one of the most interesting things, this is something I mentioned to Callie a bit earlier, is that his character's quite interesting because him and Peter, not Spidey, him and Peter had a little bit of an understanding by the time we finished Homecoming, but all of that understanding is going to be erased because he will no longer know who Peter Parker is. All he's going to have in his head is that Spider-Man put him in jail once this spell is kicked in. So he's obviously going to have an agenda against Spider-Man. I have one other thing that I think potentially may happen, may not happen, but it seems very strange to me that they did a big setup for Scorpion being in that universe, and we haven't seen anything from Scorpion yet. So it could potentially be, the way I'm kind of looking at it is that maybe, just maybe, and this goes a little bit off of what Callie was saying to me earlier, is, you know, Norman Osborn has the potential at least to be sort of like a massive threat, especially to like people within New York, like New York heroes and stuff. You know, Osborn is up there with Kingpin as far as like a mastermind and stuff. So we may potentially get it that while it is the Sinister Six, you may have Osborn almost above that, pulling the strings and commanding the Sinister Six. That could be pretty cool strategically, which would allow for there to be 2 more people on the roster potentially, like that we don't know are confirmed at this point in time. And it would be cool if they kind of worked Scorpion into that potentially, you know. I know Tom Holland is a huge fan of Kraven, something that we've spoken about in person as well, and he's a massive fan of Kraven, and there was a lot of speculation on if Kraven would be in it based on the fact that Kraven's brother was in the last movie. So I'm not 100% sure if we're going to get even more villains in this, but don't completely rule it out, because I am very aware that the fact that they've told us that this trailer is just a teaser, you know, just a teaser, says that there's going to be more that we actually don't know about at this point in time, and that we might even get an even bigger trailer potentially. But we'll see. Overall, I'm looking forward to it. I think this trailer has massively confirmed near enough all of the rumors that were flying around. So yeah, I'm massively happy with what's going on, and this will probably be the best Spider-Man movie out of the trilogy, because I feel like the past 2, while they've been pretty enjoyable to watch, have been kind of lackluster Spider-Man movies, you know. But maybe that's just me. I feel like they're a little bit sort of. It's very much, this is the arc where Peter's just out of his depth. I'm very interested to look at what the next trilogy will be, and if they continue on with Tom Holland sort of becoming more of a competent superhero, you know? Kraven's supposed to be getting his own movie under Sony. Oh, fair enough, man. That's it's a massive shame. It's a massive shame that they keep doing things like setting up certain villains, and then they don't go ahead with it because Sony want their fingers in certain pies and so on and so forth. But other than that, let's get into it. Am I going to sneeze? I'll do an intro. I haven't done an intro in a while, so if I sneeze, I'll sneeze in the intro. Here we go. Been a while since we've had one of those, hasn't it? I need an update. I need a PS5 version of all those face swaps. But here we go. A little bit of Ghost kicking back, conversating. Cloaksy, I did see your question. I'm going to answer it now as well. How's the process of trying to interview a celebrity? Is it hard? Would you call yourself a journalist? I don't consider myself a journalist. I never have. Journalists generally fall under a lot more sort of factual and stuff. Video journalists, yes. Actual journalists, no. But I have always considered myself more of a presenter. I like to consider that a lot of the stuff that I do is complementary to that person that I'm interviewing. Like, I always try my best to make it an entertaining piece, as opposed to just like, oh, so you know, in the movie, blah. Like, I'm not a big fan of the way that most people do movie interviews. I feel like once you've got those basic questions out of the way, and you know, every outlet asks the same questions over and over again, so once they've answered those questions once, you kind of know where you stand, you know. So my goal when I do interviews or anything like that is to try and put together a piece that either looks at a different side of the person I'm speaking to. I always try my best to connect with that person on a personal level, because if they enjoy it and they're just having a good time and they feel comfortable, then you actually get moments out of that that are a lot more beneficial to people watching at home than, say, just having like, you know, just being like, oh, so what was the toughest day on set? Or, you know, what can fans expect from this movie? Or, you know what I mean? What was it like working with X, Y, and Z? And like all of that kind. Like, as once they've done that interview once, you don't need 20 different versions of that same thing. And also, I'm very aware that if I go to interview someone, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes, that person, I'll give you a great example in one sec. That person has been sitting, they've been sitting in a hotel room that's made up like a set under hot lights. They're not allowed any breaks apart from for lunch, kind of thing, a lot of the time. And they're there for, you know, almost 12 hours straight. And they do that for 3 days in one country. Then they fly to the next country and they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again. And they do that for 2 to 3 weeks. Then they got to go to the premieres, and they got to go and do the TV runs and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm very aware that, you know, I would get pretty sick of people asking me the same questions and not having any sort of fun, and people just treating me like I'm there to say buzzwords and keep saying the same thing so people get their sound bites. So anytime I'm in a scenario like that, my job is to try and make sure that they actually crack a smile. My job is to make sure that they actually have 5 or 10 minutes within that day that's broken up, because if not, like, they're just... What fun is that for anyone? It's not fun for people watching it at home. It's not fun for them in the moment, and it doesn't create any sort of content, if you will, that's going to be actually accessible for a lot of people. Like, I'm sure for a lot of you, once you watch one interview on a movie, that's that. You've heard everything you need to hear, you know? A good example is, like Callie's saying, is like Hot Ones and formats that actually open up, or Nardwar, or people like that, to actually give them a part of their day that they can look back on and go, that was cool, man. A great example was when I was interviewing Samuel L. Jackson. I came in and I said, hey, at the end of it, I was like, it's a beautiful day out there and you're right by the riverside, go check it out. And he was just like, yeah, well, I wouldn't know about the weather because I've been stuck in here since I woke up, you know? So it must get to a point where it's kind of boring for them. And I know it's part of your job and you're getting paid to do it, but the least you can do is just make sure you give them 5 to 10 minutes that they have a good time in. And that can be done with the questions you ask, because, yeah, sometimes the PR company and the studios are going to say, we want you to focus on the movie and blah, blah, blah. But you can still find ways to make that interesting. It doesn't need to always be this sort of really boring approach. And I get it. A lot of places want to be a reputable outlet, like reputable in the output that they put together and stuff. And they're very like film focused and, you know, professional. But at the same time, if you want to do that, then do like a press. Hey, they're vibing over here. Hang on. Hey, is this a party? This guy's playing drums and shit. Hey, what's up? Oh shit! Hang on. They're attacking. Oh, no. I pressed it. I'm not looking at him, so that's not good.
Search at that shaman's call.
What stance do I need? I'm on the right stance for these guys. Hang on. Shit. Alright. Get to that guy. No! Oh my god! I was like, we're gonna have a chill stream today, guys. I thought Bro, I'm getting battered. Stop it. Alright, I'm going with a new stance. No, but they're sort... I need to break their... You know what? I forget that I have. You want to throw stuff? I've got stuff I can throw as well. Alright? How about that? Throwing grenades? I can't believe I let someone die. It's the shaman, that's what it is. You got to prioritize the shaman in these fights. I thought we was just having a little party, man. I was like, oh, he's banging the drum. Let's go, baby. No. Did I kill him with a... I speared him to death. I actually speared him to death. Okay. That's new. Never done that before. Oh, man, I failed my job. I had one job and it was to prioritize saving that one person. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's just get out of here. Anyway, I said this would just be a chilled stream. So, one thing I want to show people quickly. Have I already discovered what this thing is? Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah, I have. I don't think I've used it yet. Here we go. So, one of the coolest photos you can get in the game, in my opinion, I don't know, a lot of people are better at photos with me or whatever, is you want to get yourself somewhere like this, right? You want to get in there like that, right? Oops, do that. Right, get yourself in like that. Maybe we angle it so we can't see the wood, okay? Get something in like that, you know what I mean? Get it in there, right? Then maybe we'll just go. We'll just stop. We'll just stop for a second so we can just look at what we're looking at, right? Current weather. We're gonna go to overcast. I'm gonna go to overcast, time of day. We're gonna go to night time. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Wait for it. Alright. Wait for it. Maybe overcast was too much. Right, and we need to mess around a bit with the contrast. Get the contrast going. Bring the exposure down. Bring that exposure down. And maybe we'll zoom in a bit more. Can we zoom in a bit more? Right. Get right in that fire. Get on those eyes. Pull it back. Go back in. Take the mask off so you can see his face. Turn the environment back on. Get a good look in there. And then you just want to stop. Then you just want to stop when you feel it's right on the animated part. You know? Get something like that. Like that looks cool. And now you've created your own filter within the game for like a pretty cool shot, in my opinion. A pretty cool shot. I could be wrong, but you know, using everything that you have at your disposal, you can just mess around and find some really cool things. What's up, Words? And Cloaksy, how does that work with a job standpoint? What do you mean? Like, do you work for a company that wants you to interview people, or do you do it because you like it? I'm a presenter because that's what I enjoy doing. I usually have to work like with a third party, but at this point in time in my life, I don't enjoy working for anybody. So like, I rarely do interviews at this point in time. I really need an agent, but I just can't be fucked. Like, I made a conscious decision after spending 10 years building other people's companies and doing all of this great stuff for other people that and they let you down. Like, you know, like the first company I was working with, the boss completely ruined business relationships for us after us basically being a family for however long, and that ended very, very badly. And then the next scenario, I was working for Unilad, which was a massive company and one of the best social media companies in the world, and then that got bought out due to basically them going bankrupt, which again is poor management. And guess who gets made redundant in that? But since then, I've still done a lot of presenting work. I've worked with places like Amazon, currently working with KSC. I just got back from doing an advert for a Diablo 2 that will be out soon. I've still done interviews in that time for the BBC. I've worked with Channel 4. I've worked with so much places on my own since doing that. So I'm in a position now where I actually enjoy how I have things, because it means I don't have anyone to blame when things go wrong. It's all on me. And two, I have a lot more freedom to be a content creator and things like this, you know, and just balance it out. So while I can still live and make enough money to live through like being a social media manager and the stuff that I do as a day job, I still get jobs in as a presenter, which is a nice cash injection, but more importantly, something that I love doing. But then on top of that, it means that I can work on my own terms as a freelancer doing all of this stuff, which means I can take the time out of my day to stream at the end of it and things like that. So I really, really, really do just enjoy how things are. While it may not be always like as intense as it was, like I still really enjoy it. The stamp? I haven't looked at the stamps. Why can I not see it? Am I being blind? I'm not actually... Wait, oh, they take a second to load. Oh, okay, my bad. Or maybe... That one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool as well. My only negative is you can't move the stamp. Yeah, I feel like they should have made them stickers as opposed to stamps and made it so you can move them around, you know? But it's kind of cool. Can you change the color on the stamps? You can't, but I mean, that's a pretty cool photo. It's a really pretty photo, you know? And that's how you do it. You find yourself by the flames, You use the flames to your advantage, you zoom in, you get yourself a nice filter. It's a really cool way of just getting a nice quick photo, you know? Or I think so anyway. But yes, the name of the game today is Chat and Exploration. We may do one story mission, but, you know, I'm just enjoying being able to talk to people. I feel like I hadn't done the Deer Sanctuary. I don't remember doing it. It was right here, wasn't it? And the fact that it says Deer Sanctuary is needed to earn Charm of Seguru's Sight. So it's not complete. So let's go there quickly then, right? I should do that while I'm here, right? It's more about the side quests and things like this. Stamps 1 to 10 are great. After that, they become copies of copy-paste stamps. Yeah, that's something they could potentially improve down the line, you know, which would be cool. The other thing that I said that would be great for photo mode is poses. I think that's the only thing. My two favorite photo modes, free, is this, Horizon Zero Dawn's, and the Insomniac photo mode, because that can be classed for not only Spider-Man but also, you know, Ratchet and Clank more recently. And I think what both of those have, which this doesn't have, but this has some other things that they don't have, but the two things that really work really well for the other two are the fact that you can actually do poses and stuff, you know? I think that's very important. But the beauty about this game is you can go and still get it's about, you have to just work that creativity just that little bit more, you know? But you still manage to, you can get some really cool action shots from it. So I'm not too mad that we don't technically have poses, you know? Because you can do something like that and get a great shot, you know? So it's not the biggest complaint, but it would be nice if you could just like switch through a bunch of these, but you can make it happen yourself. And I think that also works into actually learning to be a good photographer, is being able to move your subject in a way and then capture the best out of it. That's actually more true to life in a way. Word saying,
My mother loved the deer, honored them. I'll play one of her songs for them.
Okay, let me play a song first. But yes, I would agree this is one of the best looking open world games that I've ever played. Like 100%, it's not even hard. This is a little bit difficult.
My mother would sit us down by deer like these, and have me recite poems from Kokinshu for them. I struggled. Whenever I faltered, she would pick up right where I left off. She knew it all by heart.
Yes. Yes. Hello, Post Likes 3-inch Strudels. It's been a while since I've had to read out your name, but welcome to the chat. And anybody that may have joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. We stroll in whichever direction the breeze blows. Thank you, man. I really liked that bar. I thought it was a good introductory bar as well. So thank you so much. Can we pet the deer? Oh, we can pet the deer. Oh, peaceful, man. Peace and quiet. Cam saying I don't like Ratchet and Clank photo mode because it seems dumb taking photo of little hamster things. I mean, why? That's illogical. The beauty of photo mode in Ratchet and Clank isn't just to take photos of little hamstery things, and they're not hamsters. They're cats. They're pretty much cats. But like, it's to stop and look at the beauty around the world. Like, that is probably the best looking game on PS5 out there. And being able to go into photo mode actually really lets you appreciate just how well put together that is. Like, you can take stills from Ratchet and Clank and it just looks like an advert for a movie. Like, it's it's crazy how good Ratchet and Clank actually looks, and I think photo mode really does actually bring that out even more so. And sometimes that's what photo mode can just be, let alone the fact that, like, you could get some awesome poses and really cool, like, really cool things going with the character models. And again, like, even just being able to stop and look at the level of fur count that you can have on either of the Lombaxes is insane to me. Like, or looking at, like, the ray tracing on Nefarious's helmet and things like that is crazy. Like, that's why you use it, you know? We got an upgrade. Oh, we got a new headband. Thank you, Words. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. One thing that I'm working on, we're getting so close to 10k, I actually got to finish writing it up and stuff, but I've got a very special, like, extended music video kind of thing planned for when we hit 10k. That's sort of a journey, if you will. What I want to do here quickly is just, I want to go to my accessories. Is it, yeah, this is, oh, how do I not have this one? Wow, okay, there's one I need to actually get. Anyway, I don't like this weather scenario. This is too dark for me. It's, let's bring that sunlight in. Let's get this looking good. I mean, look at the sun breaking through the sky here. I only just realized that, oh, that's beautiful. I only just realized now that now you can actually feel the flute in their feedback on your controller, which is really, really cool. It makes me excited to see what's in store for PS5 if games look this great right now. Exactly. Like, it is, it's a bright, bright future. I'm not just saying that because we passed this beautiful sunlight setting, but it legitimately is a very... He's hovering here. Like, there's... As much as I love Ghost, and this is nothing against it, there's a few little things that sometimes you go like there's flaws in this game if you look for them, you know? But overall, I still love it. Like, and you know, you're almost more likely to get that in an open world scenario sometimes. You can feel the flute and hit through the controller. That's the one downside to streaming, is I don't get to, like, hear. I'm pretty sure if I go overcast for this one. Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's even... Ooh. I'm gonna take some photos. It's a chilled stream. Can we get the contrast up in this? I just like you know when's a better time for the sun potentially? Why is 2-3? Why does it look like that at 3 p.m? Why does it look like that at 9 a.m. in the morning? Let's bring that sunrise back in, baby. No, because sunrise is in the where and sets in the where. Does anyone remember? Because I don't. So we're going to go back up to 6 o'clock-ish. The golden hour is known for photographers and filmers. The golden hour. I believe it's 6 to 7. Just when that sun is just where it starts to hit right. Apparently, maybe it's 5 till 6. Alright. 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 Did I put too much contrast in this? No, I like it like that. Should bring it up just a little bit. Oh, this game is beautiful, man. This game is beautiful. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Thank you very, very much. Never eat shredded wheat. So yeah, it's correct to where we're standing right here. Just look at that, though. Just the beauty that you can find the beauty that you can find in this game it's very impressive. But there's actually something over here, I believe, where those blue butterflies are. So I'm going to go down and have a look. But I don't want to break my legs coming down here. Hey, monkey! We friends now? I know I like murdered two of you yesterday, but I'd like to be friends. The audio from the controller was something they played with when they developed Infamous. This takes it to a whole new level. Almost like stereo with audio coming from the controller and soundbar, etc, etc. Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to doing my second playthrough of this game as a whole. Because I'm in the wrong stance, but did they just double kill me? They almost double killed me. Right, where is he? Here he is. I'm starting to learn that you need to prioritize your fights in this. Like it's got a little bit of a. Oh my god! Oh! Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
They didn't stand a chance.
Thank you for your help. Someone's in trouble. Oh, he's over here. Like, I really like the way they've adapted and ramped up the combat in this game. Like, it definitely feels a lot better. I'm going to do something quickly as well. I'm going to turn off the subtitles because it really annoys me when I'm in expert HUD.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Freed by a samurai.
Yes.
Go. Be well.
Oh, I can do it like that. Oh, that's perfect. That works out. I didn't even need to go into the menu properly. Where's the bars, Bam? Says Lamar over on Facebook. Well, ghost bars. I mean, we messed around with ghost bars last time we played this game. As they pop up and we find the opportunity, I'll throw some in. But do I recommend playing? I didn't say Lamaro, I said Lamar over on Facebook. Lamaro, you sound Lamaro's a fucking bad guy.
Capturing monkeys?
You know what I need to do? Is I need to... In answer to the question about lock-on, I hate lock-on because I would be completely fine with it. Because as bad as it is, and I keep getting fucked up. What? He just attacked me, right? Uh-oh. As bad as it can be in certain scenarios, I've just played this game. I've played this game too many times over. Not too many times over, but all of the times I've played it, it hasn't had lock-on on. You're free now. Off you go. Be free. So, there we go. You gonna... He wants to go back in. He's mentally trapped now. Run wild. Run wild. Lamar, in answer to your question, this is on PS5. So, I hope that answers that question. I have to agree, Ratchet is beautiful, but you have to take into consideration we're still just at the beginning of the life cycle of PS5. Exactly. But it's very impressive how good things look already. Remedy as well, how you doing in the chat? Messy Mouth, I don't think anything hit like that Spider-Man beat though. Oh, bro, the beat in Miles Morales, right? Are you talking about the menu beat? The menu beat is just I can sit in the menu and listen to it for ages. Like, legitimately, just over, and that beat is straight up. Bro, you said I could call you Pops. Your name's Lamaro from now on. Like, you out here trying to stun me. I'm calling you Lamaro from now on. It's an exchange. That's your new superhero name, bro. Get used to it. Oh, I almost perfected. The monkeys didn't notice, luckily. Hey. He's got a little,
That was the first song she tried to teach me.
What did I just feed him? An apple?
I pouted when I couldn't learn it. So she played with me. As terrible as I did. So I wouldn't feel bad.
Don't make me send for you, bro. There's no timeline in which you beat me in a clash. Like, it's that simple. You can make a whole diss track, and I'd ratio you on a diss track. I don't know how that works out, but that's the way of life. It's just how it goes. It is like a little. It's like a little apple or something. It's like a little. It's a little apple or something. He likes it, whatever it is. He's a big fan. I think the one thing that Sucker Punch really get perfect is their whole particle element system. Like, they really know just how to make it work. Like, it's crazy. And they really, like, start to take the piss with it after a certain amount of time as well. So it's like, me versus you in the crash is like Jiren versus Yajirobe. Bro, I'm like Beerus. Like, there's... What are you talking about? Like, you'd just be destroyed with the... Like, that much of my energy would be enough. It would be over. Like... This is why I don't clash anymore. I've defeated everyone that stood in my path. The only L I ever took was in a 2-on-2 clash. So that's a 50% L. And that was in the final of a tournament. Like, there's some things that it's just like... I'll let people believe whatever they want. To a degree, but there's some things where it's like, imagine I don't even rap and I still rap better than most rappers. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, it's legitimately crazy to me. Like, when you have the views, like, I hate doing this, but like, you come to me when you have as much views on my battles, and then we'll say it up, because at this point in time, it's literally just me giving you a platform. Like, I give you the plate. Why do I want to do that? I want to eat for myself. That's why I don't battle anymore, because it's like there's nothing I can give to anyone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's legitimately, all of my enemies are friends now. I'm Goku up in this. I turn everyone from a hater into like, oh, I'll see you later. Like, it's mad. So now I have no animosity to anyone in life. Like, I legitimately have no enemies, and I would never want to clash anyone ever again, because why would I clash when I can collaborate, you know? Like, it's a completely different sort of mind state nowadays. Like,
Samurai!
not this time, I got him. I've messed up a lot of those recently. Oh! He almost got me, though. He almost got me. That guy got me, alright. Bro, Goku just be chilling with Frieza and stuff now. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, him and Frieza just be busting like, you know what I mean? There's no one. Him and Broly. Him and Beerus. Him and Jiren. Like, every single person that was ever an enemy. Now it's like, yo, we should hit the gym sometime and spar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you okay? This guy's doing the Peter Griffin. You know when he catches his... Oh, he's up. Oh, what? Oh, what? What? He's tough. I've never seen a man just take an arrow to an eye like that and just keep walking. That's how the Battle of Hastings was won, is an arrow to the eye, you know? Let's see what else we can find. You have no enemies, Tors would be proud. Yes, just Matthias. Exactly. That's exactly where I quoted it from as well, man. You have no enemies. It's such a deep phrase. Like, I love that they put that in. He's just like, you have no enemies. And he's right. And he's completely right. So we're going to clear up this side of the map. Like, I've got a thing here that I haven't found yet. But I'm trying to use today to be able to, A, interact with people and have fun. And legitimately, Devante, in answer to any of your questions, like, you probably would out-rap me, and that's cool in my universe, you know what I mean? So, like I'm in the peaceful timeline now. King Harold didn't see that coming. He did not, man. He did not. So, destroyed shrine? Okay. We're collecting stuff. Doing nice. Just need to get this area done, and over here as well. Yeah, I think I just want to... I think I'm going to walk over to here just so we clear this up. But it's nice to see what this game has on offer. Overall. And in the title it says exploration and chat, so that's the plan. I do want to do some fighting in this because I feel like my fighting is sloppy. Like, I'm not the greatest at the combat in this. Like, I get washed anytime I try play Legends mode. Why did that flash like there's enemies? I don't see enemies. I wouldn't mind visiting the, like, Monkey Mountain either. Oh, he's tough. Took two. There we go. Has everyone seen Suicide Squad by this point in time? In the chat? I'm very interested to know. I know, like, today is the day of Spider-Man. Like, everybody is 100% just on board with Spider-Man, and we shouldn't even really speak about it at this point in time. If anyone knows how did Krillin get 18, it's Bam. Well, Krillin was just big simping, bro. Like, he was big simping, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like, just out here, just ready to do whatever. And she was like, you know what? I like you, little man. I like you a lot. Respect. I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. But the one thing about Suicide Squad is it kind of ends on, like the final fight is like those memes where it's like, who would win? One giant starfish boy or 1,000 little furry boys? Do you know what I mean? Like that's pretty much how the fight is summarized by the end. Like, that's what it's broken down into. It's definitely one of those, would you rather fight 10 bears or like, you know what I mean? Would you rather fight 10 duck-sized bears or 1,000 bear-sized ducks or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the ending of that film is just such a meme in itself. Like, Krillin proves simping pays off. Yeah, 100%. He was up there donating everything in that e-girls chat, and it worked out. And she's technically an e-girl. She's an electronic woman. Okay, this place is dead. Watch Free Guy. I want to see that. I actually want to see that. That looks like a lot of fun. My only problem is, and I don't mind it when it's certain actors, but Ryan Reynolds is just Ryan Reynolds in everything. And I kind of, at first, like, because I hadn't seen much Ryan Reynolds movies in general, I kind of at first was like, oh, this is the character that he's given to Deadpool. But if you just go back and watch, like, every Ryan Reynolds movie, all he's really done is just, it looks like I can get in here somehow. All he's really done is just bring his same style of humor to every single project he's done, and even Deadpool. So I'm a little bit sort of burnt out on that approach. And that's not me being a dick. It's just a bit like, I'd like a bit more variety in his approach, kind of thing.
You can't climb out of this. I am always with you. Are you dreaming? or awake, you can no longer tell.
Whatever the eagle did, it's still affecting me.
It does work for Deadpool. I'm not debating if it works for Deadpool, but it just like... It to me basically goes that he's not like... He's not bringing anything special to Deadpool. He is just... He's made Deadpool into Ryan Reynolds, basically, you know?
And destroy the Mongols. As honorable samurai.
This has to end.
But don't get me wrong, I enjoy a Ryan Reynolds movie. In the same way that, like, Kevin Hart or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is always basically the same person in every... It's not necessarily always a bad thing, per se. But it just can be when you need them to be playing and bringing to life certain characters. So it's a bit of an iffy one. But yeah, at the same time, I can't think of anyone that I'd want to play Deadpool, so well done. My favourite bar is from Kunai's to Sticky Bombs. From Kunai's to Sticky Bombs, they treat me like a cheap joke, but turn white as a sheet as soon as they seen Ghost. Yeah! Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah, fair, sick. I think we need a Ghost Part 2. We need an Iki Ghost. We need an Iki Ghost rap. I was thinking about it. Oh no. That's a fail. I'm gonna have to just sneak through here. But yeah, I definitely think I need like a revised version. But I need to complete it before I can do so, you know? I'll tell you what I am loving. Is I feel like Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch are gonna have a good... Like, they seem to have good banter together already, anytime you see them off camera. But it's very important, to me at least, I don't know how you guys feel, but like, I'm really happy that we're getting that Spidey, strange relationship built up, because, you know, they team up a lot. So, I'm really happy that we're actually getting this team up, because I feel like it's an important part not to overlook when you're looking at Spider-Man as a whole. But what I also really like about it is... I'm going to just charge these guys. Oops, I think I just... Where are you running, boy? Get back here! He's lucky. Did he just... Oh, I think this man died of fear. I'm not even sure I actually hit him there. From the trailer, it looks like it's all Peter Parker's fault that what happens in the movie. Well, potentially, what I feel like is like a lot of people have been like really relying. They've gone, oh, Wanda's messed up the multiverse. Oh, Loki's gonna mess up the multiverse. Strange is gonna have to come in and save everything. But I think the reality of the multiverse is it's been blown open and it's here to stay, because as far as Marvel goes, this is how they bring in so many things. This is how you make something like the old Blade movies canon. This is how you can bring in Deadpool into the main MCU. This is how you can introduce the X-Men with an established history without having to do the full-on origin story or Fantastic Four or anything like that. Like, you have to have the multiverse stabilized. But I think a lot of people really forget that this isn't Doctor Strange, who's like the Sorcerer Supreme at this point in time. He's not like an accomplished... in his skills. Like, he's done some stuff, but then also he's been like folded by Squidward. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's been moments where he probably could have done more and stuff. So I like the fact that even he's playing in to this multiversal madness that's happening, because that he's still, you know, his progression overall is his arc isn't complete yet, you know? Like, he's still learning and so on and so forth. So, that's what I really like about it. Whereas a lot of people really sort of, are like, oh, he's gonna save it and da-da-da-da-da. But I think it's good that he's playing into it as well. Because even Wong just saying to him, being like, don't cast that spell, kind of shows, like, how experienced Strange is at this point in time still. Like, he's still got a lot to learn. How far am I into the DLC? Well, I just done this, I think the second story quest where we destroyed the Eagle's ship. So I'm not pushing too far into the story tonight because I just want to be able to kick back and talk to people and just have a chilled stream, you know? My question is, why does Wong always leave? Where does he have to go half of the time? Like, he's a busy man. Like, do you know what I mean? He's got to go to Shang-Chi's movie, as we've seen him pop up in that trailer. He's like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong trailer, gotta go, sorry. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Just noticed you don't have the Sakai horse armor yet. I do not. Is that the big old armor that we saw in the trailer? And not wearing the monkey armor improves perfect parry and perfect dodge abilities.
Killed him. The old man who took care of the monkeys.
Where did this happen?
The old camp overlooking Saruiwa. They're rounding up all the animals there. Who knows for what?
Find shelter. I'll look into it.
As I was basically explaining yesterday, but you weren't here, so I'll just repeat it. There's a reason I've chosen to wear this armor. And it's because I much prefer playing my game. And what I mean by that is, I'm the Ghost right now, you know? I can't be in my Sakai armor or anything like that. I'm the Ghost yet again. I'm trying to bring my Legend of the Ghost over to Iki Island. So I'm deliberately wearing this armor to sort of keep that storyline going in my headcanon. Which might appear weird to you, but at the end of the day, it's an open world / kind of RPG to a degree. I argue in ways while this doesn't have, it's got RPG elements. You've got, you know, you've got your skill trees and your things like that, yeah. But what I like about Ghost, and this is what I was saying to Callie earlier. I think Callie's gone because he doesn't want anything ruined. But you'll be, you know, it's a nice chilled stream, so I don't have to worry about anyone sort of needing modding at any point in time. I never have to worry about that anyway a lot of the time. But what I like about Ghost overall is you're never really forced to sort of level, you know? A lot of games think that role-playing games are being like that you have to increase your stats and things like that because that's you living, that's your progression and so on and so forth. But what I like about an open game like this is, like I'm saying, I can make the decision that I want to be in my Ghost armor because I'm playing the role of the Ghost. So it's like that in a way is almost like more of a role-playing scenario in a way than being forced to level and blah blah blah. Just being able to do whatever I want when I want and not forced out of the scenario. Successful. That was beautiful. Anyone else? Get back here. I love that just kills them. Like I don't even have to worry so much. That's why I don't wear full max armor stuff. Yeah, until you find stuff that you like as well, then it's like you have that option of just collecting and for cosmetic purposes, you know what I mean? I like the perfect dodge on the monkey armor as it injures nearby enemy. I used it after collecting it yesterday. I do have the armor. We did the missions for it yesterday. But what I do like about it is I like its current look, even on its base level. I think it's really, really cool. And I did really enjoy using that perfect parry thing as well. That was awesome. But I'm just, you know, I'm headcanoning right now, which is a little strange, but I like doing stuff like that. What's my opinion on universe in as like MCU, DCU? Do you feel like it gives directors and writers too much freedom on rewriting, reworking hero-villain plot stories? I think in the case of MCU, it's been executed perfectly overall. But in the case of obviously the DCEU, they probably should have stuck to doing more standalone movies. I feel like the problem is, from this, because it's become a popular formula, and the problem with like so much of Hollywood, I guess, is why we see so much reboots and things like that, is because when something makes money, then everybody just copies it because they want to make that money. And a lot of the time you'll make more money. No standoff this time, we're going. Oh my! He went... Is he okay? Where did he go? Where did he go? I think what's so funny is like, let alone like, you know, the DCEU, like, bro, I didn't need a monsterverse, you know? Like, I don't need the King Kong and Godzilla monsterverse. Like, no one's asking for that, bro. Like, I don't need these, like, shilly attempts for people trying to cash in on just everyone building, like, a multiverse or a universe or whatever. And funny enough, most of DC's more successful things in recent times have been things like Joker or the more recent... While the most recent Suicide Squad hasn't done that well in box office, it's done well with the public opinion, you know? Yeah, there's little things in this game.
The Eagle Tribe said they were helping us. Good thing you found me.
Be careful up there.
Like, there's a couple little sort of animations that are a bit off and stuff, but overall, like, I think they've done a great job with this game. There's nothing I'd fault this about, but you can see it sometimes. I never knew that Tsushima is a real place, and apparently the dev team got it really accurate to the real place. Yes, and then the beauty of that is when certain things were damaged in the storm, like recent historical like, you know you've got these, I can't remember, are they called Tamaris or something? Like, you know, the little gate archways and things? Some things like that had been damaged in storm and bad weather and things recently, since Ghost came out. And the Ghost fan base themselves actually came forward to put money towards fixing things on the island of Tsushima. Or the island of Sushi, because Shima is island, right? So, I love the beauty behind that. I think they made some of the devs like honorary members of Tsushima as well, which is really cool. There's some Tory gates. Thank you so much, Alien. There we go. I knew it started with a T. But, thank you so much. But yeah, so it's really cool that the fan base has loved this game enough to rally behind it, you know? So it's really, it's awesome what an effect this has actually had. Can I stroke you?
I drank my first sucker here.
Oh, I got into a flashback. Okay. What's up, young Jay? Good to have you with us.
Sake. Go get some from the men.
Yes, father.
There we go. Ambassadors. Ambassadors. How cool is that, man? Because of the awareness they brought to the island and the history. I'm going to assume the sake is in here, right? Sake. You gonna... Can I get some? I liked it. I like how in depth this is to Jin's history as well, you know? Is that a Adachi? I swear that's... Is that Lord Adachi? I think it is. That's cool. They've put the waypoint over here. That's really cool. Rest in peace, Young G. Do you know what I mean? Like, he... I love him in the intro. He literally is like, send your finest warrior. And then Koto Khan just rolls up, spits liquor on him, sets him on fire and chops his head off. And you're like, oh, man. They sent the most gangsterous warrior.
You all seem in good spirits. Congratulations on today's victory.
The credit belongs to your father.
The raiders call your father the Butcher.
A fitting title for a legend.
I strive to honor his example. Now, if you'll excuse me, my father requests more sake.
Ah, take this. The raiders don't need it anymore. They're dead.
Nice. This is really cool. This is so atmospheric as well. And yeah, in answer to... Not into answer, but replying to what you were saying. Words about how they really got Jin's voice actor on point. They've done a great job with it. What I really like about what you can hear in his voice is a level of no nonsense. Like, he has seen things, man, you know? He has seen things. He's been raised a certain way, but you can also hear how that takes a toll on his mind state in the way that he delivers his no-nonsense approach to stuff. And I think that's a really very, very, very good good job on the voice actor / actor. I mean, you know, they're straight up acting these days. They're not just voice actors. A lot of the time they are acting as well. Getting that face capture and stuff like that all sorted out. So great. And then obviously... the Japanese voice actor is the same voice actor for Zoro, so he's great already. He's Zoro from One Piece. Well, what more can I say?
Drink to victory.
Shouldn't we be celebrating with the men?
The Lord must set boundaries between himself and his followers.
Why?
Familiarity breeds a lack of discipline.
But they lay down their lives for you.
And it is their duty to do so, without question, as it is mine to obey my Jito. Your mother and I discuss such matters often. I relied greatly on her counsel.
I wish I remembered her better.
Choco had clever insight, deep compassion. Losing her was like losing the best part of me.
This flute was hers. It's all I have of her.
Let's hear it then. Please, play it.
That's where he got the flute from?
That night was the first time you asked to hear me play. The first time I felt like your son.
Yeah, this is kind of hitting kind of deep, you know? This hits different, man. Like, I love, like I said, what I think's beautiful about this expansion so far is it's bringing the closure to Jin's character, because when we end in the last game, there's a lot of inner turmoil. There's a lot of there's an internal struggle going on inside of this guy's heart and mind, you know? He goes through so much in that first game, and so much about learning about who he really is and who does he want to be if he was to become a lord. Like, you know, he already is a lord, but, like, you know what I mean? Who is he as a man? Who is he as a samurai? And who is he as the ghost? And there's a lot. There is a lot that gets left unaddressed. And instead of going into an actual sequel, what they're doing with this game is bringing levels of closure to his character while also bringing in stuff that we never knew about him, which I think is really, like, it makes it such a beautiful expansion so far, and we're not even at the end of it, but it means that when we go into a sequel, and by God are we gonna get a sequel, like, we're gonna get an official sequel. This game is, everybody who plays this loves this game, especially, like, well, most people. Maybe that's a bit too far, but most people that have played this game really do love this game. And so we're gonna get a sequel. I'm almost certain of it. But by the time he goes into being in the sequel, he's hopefully gonna be much more of a sort of level-minded person. Like, not that he wasn't, but he's going to have that closure. He's gonna be in a much different mind state to sort of how he was left at the end of the main story stuff. That's how I'm reading into the sort of subtext of the narrative, personally. That's what it feels like they're heading towards. They're sort of bringing his story to the sort of completion that it needed. This is a big gang right here. I don't know if they've seen me. This is beautiful that I can just do this. But it also gives us a look into his past to find that sort of closure as well. But then you also have the eagle playing into that, as like there's so much going on with this internal battle that he's still got to work out, and I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I gotta go this way? Alright, cool. So I really like what they're actually doing with this. Also, see we're saying that, like, about, like, Tsushima actually being a real place. Me looking into the actual history of the war with the Mongols as far as Japan goes, that's what allowed me, when I did my pitch way before we even got to this game, that's what allowed me to actually put together the dots and stuff and say, you know what? In the sequel, fair enough this isn't the sequel, but I said what I think they're going to do is they're going to make Iki Island into a playable thing. We're going to go to Iki because while we were there to defend Tsushima, no one was there to defend Iki. You can go and watch the video. Legitimately, I broke this down in my what I think a sequel will be. A couple things I got wrong, like I thought that it would be that you'd be able to jump between the two as and when you wanted to. But it was actually looking into the history of it all that I was able to start to, like, connect the dots and look at what they're going to be doing with the game, you know, and where they're going to take it potentially. So I'm almost certain we will get a fight on mainland Japan at some point in time, and that's probably what the sequel will be, you know. It makes the most logical sense considering that they've moved Iki into being this DLC as opposed to part of a sequel. But yeah, if you just look into the history, that's why I'm not gonna be like I called it or whatever, but I was able to look at how the developers and writers of this would be looking at it and make a very accurate call on what they would do with the next game. So have a little look into the history because it's really interesting as well. What up, Odd Zombie Man? It's been a while. Hope you're doing good today. And they've done such a great job with all of this. Is it another? Are we doing another flashback? Did I miss anything? I'm not trying to be spoiled, so I haven't really watched any of your playthrough. This might be a spoiler. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a spoiler right here. You're probably going to want to not watch right here, man. Because these missions seem to be flashback type missions.
My father's forces made their initial camp here on the island.
My lord, your father is ready to address the men.
This is so cool.
You must gather your armor.
I love the look they've decided for a flashback. Like it's sort of a sepia tone. It works really, really well. What are you guys up to? Just warming yourself by the fire? Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Here's my armor. Here it is.
Come. Your father wants you to join the men.
The color scheme on the Sakai armor is dope as well as a
They
whole.
consider themselves the masters of Iki. Lords of the sea. But I don't smell lords. Do you know what I smell? Rats. Greedy, vicious, disease-ridden rats. And we have found their nest.
This is so cool, man. Does anyone know if these missions are replayable? Because I'd love to come back and just go crazy in photo mode on these.
Every warrior under your command owes you 5 heads. As for what you owe me, 50 heads each. Anything less, and you can swim home.
Firstly, this music is incredible. Secondly, did you hear they put the little bit of echo on what he was saying? All of these touches that they put together.
We march for Mount Takenotsuchi.
Father.
You're wearing that armor to battle. Let me have a look in the light. The shoulder's loose. One good strike, that's all it takes.
I'm sorry.
A warrior learns from his mistakes, or he's buried by them. But you won't die today. Remember your training. Never leave my side.
You wish I hadn't come.
You're here now. Pay attention. Sharpen your skills. Make your father proud.
Did I make you proud, Father?
You saved all of Tsushima. Of course you made him proud, bro. Of course you did. Don't question yourself. You are a G, man. You're an absolute hero. You saved everybody. We saved everybody. We were all right there with you. Let's quickly check. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a new playover if I want to be able to. Oh, that's really upsetting. I wish you could do those again. I guess we go over to this place next. How do you decide what to play? I'm currently playing Days Gone, and I don't know what to play next. It's a toss-up between Ghost and Fallen Order. I haven't completed Fallen Order. Callie wants me to maybe stream it at some point stream it at some point because it's obviously been upgraded for the next gen. And as I said, when I tried to play it on my Xbox way back when, you know, a lot of those glitch compilations that people had, I had near enough all of those glitches, so it made it not a very fun experience for me, and I didn't complete the game. I just got frustrated with it. So I might stream Fallen Order at some point in time, because I do really enjoy Star Wars. I think Star Wars is an incredible... If you want to talk about good universe building, I think Star Wars kind of set up for so much, you know? Hades, I just know I'm not going to enjoy, unfortunately, Yaya, because it's just not my sort of game. I've watched my friend play it, and I just, in that moment, was like, yeah, this isn't for me. And that's nothing against it. I completely understand why it's enjoyable for people. But just looked a little sort of overwhelming for me. Now, I'd probably say, play out of Ghost and Fallen Order, I'd say get into Ghost just because it's more recent. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it complements itself massively. Complements itself massively with playing it in the next gen. Hades is tough, says Angel. Yeah, there we go, man. Like, you can just you have watched me play enough games that you will know that Hades is just not my sort. You've got to be able to know, and it's definitely not the sort of game that I'd be having fun with if I was trying to stream. So it's a miss from me, unfortunately, because I know it's going to drive me insane. I'd much rather finally get round to playing the Dark Souls games that I need to tackle before Elden Ring comes out. So that bird is defying gravity. Like, I know birds defy gravity a lot of the time, but this bird is literally defying gravity right here. This is the new flying meta. This is how they... If you didn't know how birds actually fly, this is it, baby. Send that, report that. Hey, man. Off he goes. Be free, my friend. Looks like we got a haiku scenario right here. I feel like I'm good at haikus. Reflect on acceptance. Acceptance is the name of the game. Let's look around. We got the deer. A head of spears shifts. What else have we got? A rock spies on high. Acceptance. Leaves whisper nearby. I like that. Leaves whisper nearby. Because people are always going to talk about you. When they think that you don't know it. When they think they're hidden away behind the bushes and such. And they gossip about you. And you're going to have to learn to accept that that's part of life. But that you shouldn't let those things get you down. So if we're talking about reflecting on acceptance. Leaves whisper nearby. The trees be talking, baby. So the leaves whisper nearby. A good friend lost to grazing. That could work. White bud shimmering and exposed. A forest open to all. Leaves whisper nearby. I hate you. Yes. Now, a good friend lost to grazing kind of works because it's like he's been caught up eating the leaves, but that doesn't work completely as a good metaphor. So I am going to go with a forest open to all, because we're all a part of the forest. It's up to you if you partake in the gossip. It's up to you if you want to talk about people behind their back. That's a choice you can make, and that is open to all. But will you do that? Or will you take a moment and look at the beauty around the forest and realize that other people's business isn't your business, man, and enjoy the beauty of the forest? Mighty Boost reference? Love it, man. I absolutely love it. The sunset leads to dawn. While the cat lounges. That could work. Do we have... Where's the last one? I love this, though. I love these camera angles. It's over here. The vine wilts, but lives. I'm going to go with the cat one because... While the cat lounges. You are the cat. You are the cat within the forest of gossip. You choose not to partake in the gossip and just relax in the beauty of the forest around you. And that is the meaning to my haiku, everybody. Let's hear it back.
Leaves whisper nearby. A forest open to all. While the cat lounges.
Headband of Acceptance. I actually really like that as a haiku. I think that was the best out of the options provided for us there. Hey, buddy. Can I not stroke this one? Okay. Was this the location we were meant to go to? Yeah, it was. Okay. What do you guys think? Was that a good... Was that a good... a good enough haiku? Did I explain my reasoning for it well enough? Let's go into the next forest. We're just... All of this talk about forest. Let's have a look over here in the forest. As soon as I snitched on the bird, yeah, he flew away. He was like, you're not getting me patched out of this game. And he was out of there. Like... Gone. Gone with the wind, quite literally. So everyone looking forward to Gamescom. I think tomorrow will be a nice big stream again. And I say that just because the event streams don't divide people, you know? When you're playing a brand new game, it can be quite divisive because obviously people don't want anything ruined for them. But I think definitely playing, like not playing, but Gamescom is gonna bring the Bamalam out. I'm hoping, because it's nice when we do events, because it means we can just kick back and chat. And that's another reason that I actually wanted to do this as a chilled stream as well, because I feel like been going hard on just playing games all the time. It's nice to have streams where we can just have an actual dialogue going on, you know?
Stand and fight!
I haven't seen the new Destiny trailer. I enjoy Destiny. I don't play it much. That was late. That was very, very late. I'm in the right stance. Yes, okay. Bro, they brought... Who let the dogs out? That was like Last of Us level explode. I felt so bad when you blew up the dogs in The Last of Us. There was 3. One of them just ran away, and I respect that dog. He was not a part of the beef. He was like, hey man, I've been forced into this life. I was just trying to just live a good life.
You're going to be alright.
Looks like he just cut her head off.
Oh, I can breathe again. Thanks. Thanks. But what's in this for you?
Go. And stay safe.
Just a good guy. Just like helping people. You know what I mean? What's anyway, welcome to the chat, Undertaker. Welcome back. Is it looking good? Like, the thing about Destiny for me is it just reminds me so much of playing Halo for good reason, you know? There's a reason that it does. And that's like my biggest appeal for playing it. This is another beautiful area right here. I don't like that it's so... Is it because of my methods of killing people are just way too dark? Let's get some sun going here. I like Destiny, but they screwed everyone over with their latest expansion and removing loads of content. Well, yeah, never remove content, especially if people are enjoying the content. But it's very much like, it makes me sad because I look at what's going on with Halo Infinite, and then I look at how much people love Destiny 2, and I go, why did you leave us, Dad? Why did you leave us? You know what I mean? Like, what? Why did you have to do that? We could be having good Halo games still, but no, we don't. But at least we've got Destiny 2, you know? You enjoy the games, that's what we're here for. Thank you, man. I do enjoy the games, and that's why it's important to find a balance between making sure that not every stream needs to be forced. Let's get through the storyline. Let's just do the storyline, because I like Ghost a lot. I thought it would be more important to play it like how I would be if I was just chilling here than just force through this entire storyline. Wait. Is this the... This is the wrong bow. I'm starting this again, by the way. I'm starting again. Two things. If you're doing this, as someone pointed out to me yesterday, and I massively appreciate it, you want Tadayori's armor, because that helps out massively. I should get it to last... Oh, I don't really need the last upgrade for it to be relevant here. The key to these archery challenges is... Should I be using my big bow? I don't think it matters so much. Don't laugh at me! You know what? One more try. Oh, it is the half bow. Oh, it is the half bow. Okay. Alright. You know what? I reckon I can get this. It's just the distance on it. I don't like that the way to sort of complete it in 7 seconds or less is to use the slow down time thing, because it's like, well, what's the point in giving us a timer if we need to then slow down time to beat it? I want to get to the point where I can literally just be like, pew 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 pew, like, you know? Like, you got to get to here and be like, oh shit, I messed it up. So close. If I didn't mess up that shot, I could have got the 9 seconds or less, I reckon. But you know, it just feels a bit cheaty that you can just slow down time in a time challenge. It's like doing 100 meters against a Flash, you know? like it's not fair, bro. He could literally just... Let's try it left to right here as well. Hey, Brett, how you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. I've not done it this time. I reckon I can do it on this one, because this is one of the most horizontal layouts I've seen with these challenges so far. Normally they're quite up and down in certain locations, but this one seems to be... Let's do it the way I've been doing it the whole time. Right. Why do I keep missing that one? Why do I keep missing? I don't understand. No! So close. So close. I can come back to these, but alright, I tried. You know what? I tried. And I did alright. And we're not actually at my pinned location either. Oh, I just put a random pin in. Alright, we'll go down to the beach. Have a little look down at the beach. Change my gear back. I like this mask. I do like this mask. Do you know what's so strange? One of the slowest load times in this game is just when you're looking at gear in the menu. I don't know why. It's like it has to access it from a certain thing. But it takes a little longer than, like, say, fast traveling in certain scenarios. It's strange. Not mad at it. I guess it's just because it's loading the quality. Yeah? I also feel like you should be able to restock. Maybe you can. Be good. I need some more arrows and stuff. Maybe they got some up here. It seems strange to have an archery challenge and no arrows just lying around. Fair enough, they give them to you in the challenge so you don't lose anything, but...
So?
Oh. Wait, hang on. I'm glad I came up here now. What's going on?
Do you know the way?
The way where?
To Cloud Forest Temple. They say we can eat plenty and find safety with the Eagle tribe.
There is no safety with Mongols. If they're spreading lies, I will find this temple and put a stop to it.
Sometimes I wake up, think he's still...
Alright, shall we go do that?
lying beside me.
That sounds fun. I'm not letting these Mongols trick people into salvation so they can poison them and stuff. Not on my watch. Not on my goddamn watch. I love that they've really associated lavender. Is it lavender? Lilac? Like those kind of colours with Iki. Like they've been around a lot. Pew 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 in the chat. Really one gamer as well. Brett, how you doing today? We're off on a journey. You had that side quest pop up in a different location? That is cool. That's nice that they've added like a variety into it, you know? Alright. We'll leave these guys for now. I like having stuff that I can also do a little bit off stream as well, you know? Alright. Unless they're actually... If they block it... Is this blocking the river? Hang on. I might actually... might actually have to, If this is the only way across... I mean, I can probably swim the river. I'm being a bit over the top. But if they're blocking this off for everybody... Then maybe I should. Maybe I should go in and do something about this right now. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is fine. This will be fine. There we go. This is a big... Whoa, hang on. This is a big camp.
Coward. Worm. Humiliating yourself for the people who killed your father.
I tapped it too early. Doesn't matter. No, they know I'm here. So much for stealth. Die! I don't know what's going on, but I'm doing the old get him in the corner technique. There we go. Stop that. I had a fight with this guy. Why is it not letting... I want to kick him off the edge. I can do it. We're just trading places here. Screw you, man. I probably wasn't completely angled right there. Is what it is. How many we got? So that, I've got a couple down there, got a couple up here. I can get to the rooftops up here. Nice. Is there anything I can pick up? Kunais are full. Blasty! Man, I'm sorry, I didn't look over. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You are now officially a part of the Bamalam, the Black Panda Pirates. You are a part of us. And I thank you so much for the support. Can we show Blasty the emojis he now has access to, as well as the cool badge and green name in the chat, which means when we're doing bigger streams and so on and so forth, it's easier for me to see your name in the chat as a member and guarantee that I'm always going to be able to read out your stuff and such throughout the stream. So I really do appreciate you actually becoming a part of the membership. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for catching that as well, Angel. Who saw me? I love their new weapons as well, like that. Like, what is that, man? It's a spear with an axe built into it. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I've been watching Forged in Fire a lot recently, and I haven't seen them build that yet. But I would like to see Dagmar Kaida wield that and go, it will kill. But your weapon, sir, it will kill. I hope there's someone in the chat that watches Forged in Fire, because, bro, ever since I watched like one episode on Netflix, that's all I binge before I go to bed now. Like, it's my like go to sleep show. So good. So good. But we haven't cleared the area. There's a couple more people that need to be taken care of. I always find when I'm streaming, especially games like this, like my combat gets better. Yes, Angel, yes! It will kill. It's the best, man. And when you actually see him wielding the weapons, that guy could kill you, like, he would kill you in a matter of seconds. Like, he is a dangerous guy. But what I find about streams is, like, my combat starts to, like, get better the more I play. Okay, I'm in that start. It's such a good show. I know stuff about blacksmithing that it will serve me no knowledge because I don't have a forge. Who's next? You? What about you, sir? What I love about it is you legit watch it with like... So basically, Forged in Fire is like, have you seen like, there's like the glass blowing show on like Netflix? It's one of those shows. I'll explain once I clear this out properly, because I need to sell you this. How's he not on fire? He's dead, okay, good. I just threw... Ow! Alright, so Forged in Fire is legit. They have 4 bladesmiths, aka blacksmiths, that focus on making swords and blades and all of that kind of stuff. They bring them into the studio. They go head to head in 3 rounds. By the end of the first round, they have to make a specific knife to the requirements provided to them. Sometimes they will give them different types of metal to choose. Usually it's like, pick from this bunch of scrap metal. We want you to make a Bowie knife, and it has to be 12 to 15 inches in the blade alone, and including the tang, it can be no longer than 22 inches. And then they have like 3 hours to put it together, as well as design it for the first 10 minutes that they're given. Then they have 3 hours to make it. By the end of that round, their 4 blades are presented to the judges. There's 3 judges on each episode. One of them's like a top bladesmith. The other one's like a historical weapons expert. And then you have Dagmar Kaida, who is like not only a weapons specialist, but he's like a martial artist as well, right? So you present the blades. They decide which blade will have to go home in the second round. As Will Willis, the host, says, he goes, In the second round, you'll then have to attach handles to your blades, turning them into fully fledged weapons. So they have to do that as well as getting their blade ready. So once you're done in the second round, that's when they put their blades to the test. And the test is always stuff like, we're going to run your blade against like a car door or something crazy to see how strong it is and if it takes damage while doing it. And then they'll do the cut challenge where they see how well it cuts. So there's always a challenge where they see how much damage the blade can take, and then they do want to see how strong the blade is still after doing it, right? And that's where Doug comes in. Doug always does like the cut test and the kill test and stuff. Then you have 2 people left. You can tell, bro, I really have fallen in love with this show, okay? Then in the final round, 2 of the bladesmiths go head to head. Now, for the start of it, they're working in the studio forge. For the final thing, they're given a weapon from history. For sake of argument, we'll say that it's the katana, right? So they get the katana. And, they get given 4 to 5 days, depending on the series, to go back to their home forge where they feel comfortable and work on a version of this blade, right? So they have to make a blade that they may have never made before. It could be something. It could be a katana. It could be a naginata. It could be a warhammer. It could be a clay. It could be anything, right? They go through everything. And then they come back to the studio and they get run through 3 more tests. They do a strength test again, a cut test, but then they introduce the kill test. And that's where Doug basically gets to come up to like, and it's so good that we ended here. They legitimately will just have like one of those pigs just hanging like that. And Doug will just go up to it and just be like testing it out. And then every single time, if it passed the kill test, he looks at them and he goes, "Your blade, sir? It will kill." And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And then based on those 3 tests, someone wins the title of the Forged in Fire champion, which means fuck all because it's not like a long going series. They get rid of each 4 people. Next episode, it's 4 new bladesmith and they go head to head and they get through a lot of bladesmiths through it, right? But you do get $10,000 if you win as well. So it's pretty worth doing, you know? But as Angels pointed out, he doesn't miss every time, Alien. He doesn't. But as Angels pointed out, if your blade suffers a catastrophic failure, I have to ask you to leave the forge. That's when your blade basically just breaks under the pressure of one of the tests and snaps in half or something. And it's so fun because they're just like, your weapon suffered a catastrophic failure, and for that, I'll have to ask you to leave the forge. Like, I love it so much, but watch it. We're almost at the end of this anyway. I want to clear this camp, and then as a bonus, I will show you a little bit of Doug Markida testing a weapon, just as a little fun bonus, because you need to see, it will kill, because it's his catchphrase, man. How many people do we have left here? I feel like I took out most of them. Oh, bonus, kill someone with a sticky... I think I can get that off. Do I have a sticky bomb? Is that the same? Is sticky bombs the bottom one? Aww. Hey, there's some guys over here, okay. Your weapon has suffered a catastrophic failure, and I have to ask you to leave the forge. Please surrender your blade. That's what he says. He goes, please surrender your blade. And it's so fun. Watch it, man. Forged in Fire. It's honestly. I feel like that wasn't that. That guy didn't see me just. That guy did not see me fall face first into the mud. Luckily for me. Has anyone been watching those slap champions? I haven't, but I do watch when Critical or Charlie watches them. You know, and he comes along, he's like, this man is gonna slap the shit out of this other guy, and he doesn't even know what he's just been hit with. He got hit with more angles than the Far From Home trailer. Like, do you know what I mean? He got hit with more angles than a fight scene in a Marvel thing. Like, it's just like, I love his sarcasm, man. But yeah, that's how I consume slap content. Big ass bastard sword? Who had the big ass bastard sword? Bro, I'm actually ghosting it up right here, man. Is that the shaman out of the scenario? I don't think this is the sticky. Let's go. Major look. Oh no! Oh, that guy went out the worst way. That guy went out in the worst way. Did you see those cats down there with the guy fishing? They know where the fish is at. Your weapon suffered a catastrophic failure. Alright, 1 sec. Okay, cool. They've got a little. Do I like hood nature? I've never seen hood nature, so I can't comment on that. 1 second. Okay, nice. There we go. Please don't give me a copyright thing for this, man. History Channel. Here we go. This is a little bit all about Dagmar Kaida from season 3, I guess. So we get here's a little bit of what you can expect if you watch Forged in Fire.
My name is Dagmar Kaida. I'm an edged impact weapons specialist and a Filipino martial arts practitioner. I've been doing this for over 25 years now. I got into weapons, part of it, when I was in the US military. I've always done martial arts, but I've never focused on weapons. It was the one thing I hated because I was afraid of it. But later on, I understood that you might as well face your biggest fear. And knives were my biggest fear. And while I was in the US Air Force, I met these guys who actually trained in it, and I was surprised to find that it was actually my ancestral art. I was a troubled child. I got in too many fights, and my father eventually said, you know what, you're gonna need to learn some martial arts because you're gonna have to defend yourself. So I'm thinking, yes, now I'm gonna get to kick ass with style. But then what happened? I learned the discipline. I learned how to control myself. And that's when I actually really started to enjoy it for an art form. Martial arts actually is what I say saved me from myself. What I love about what I do is that I get to share a lot of myself. A lot of my teachers say, why are you putting your stuff on video? Why are you sharing it all over YouTube and giving out the secrets? Well, number one, there are no secrets. Everything with social media will be shown out there. This is my passion. I celebrate what I do. I always think that, look, I'm gonna die. We all are. I want it out there for my children, my family to see that this is what Dad loved to do. Bladesmiths, this is the kill test. It will kill. Yeah! In this show. My job is to represent the end user. Weapons are placed in front of me that I've never seen or brought through history.
The Scottish Claymore. The Kanda.
Now I get to see the ancient way of creating this, which is kind of romantic because it's pretty much magic. I see an ore turn into this beautiful work of functional art. I also get to test these things that people created in the heat of competition. If it's got an edge, it should cut. If it's got a point, it should thrust. And I'm very thankful that they allow me to test their weapons and be judged upon that.
Hell yeah!
That was cool.
The best piece of advice I've ever been given is simply have fun with your passion. If you had fun, you still win. That's what I think everybody should do in life.
I know I need to make a move.
I got a big...
What a guy, man. What a guy. Dagmar Kaida. It will kill. I love him so much, man. Yeah, Forged in Fire. If you've never watched it, there's like 8 seasons of it at this point in time. You will get as lost in it as I have. We're basically at the 2-hour mark. If there's any questions or anything, this has been a fun, nice, chilled stream, and I appreciate everyone that's been here for it. It's nice to do something chill because, look, while the reaction type events coverage stream is definitely going to be, it's not as it's not as intense as sometimes streaming difficult games and stuff, and games that really get you immersed, but I'm going to be streaming near enough all of Gamescom for the next 3 days. While tomorrow's only going to be a 2 to 3 hour show, come Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be streaming on and off, or probably just filling in the gaps, and just streaming like all day, pretty much. I need to look at the time schedule for all of it. So it's been very important for me to have a stream that's nice and chilled before we go into something that's going to be mentally quite taxing. But at the same time, I love, and I think most people in recent times have subscribed to this channel because of things like reactions, reactionary streams, events, and all of that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to getting into it. But yes, it was important to sort of put a pin in the story a little bit. We got some cool flashbacks and stuff in this. It's still been a fun gaming session, but I just didn't want to be like, oh, I have to power through the story. I wanted to take a second and, you know, really look at the beauty of this game and just see what's on offer with some of the more side content and stuff like that. So I'm happy that we've done this, and I appreciate everyone for sticking with me for this as well. I know it's a game that may be quite divisive because it's brand new, and I know that makes it difficult for a lot of people to want to watch, but if you're watching this back after having completed this however many hours into the game or whatever, like as an upload, then I appreciate it. But also all of the people that have been here, I massively appreciate it as well. I'll definitely give Hood Nature a try. I'll check him out. But yes, thank you all. It's been nice. It's been nice. And we've still got a lot of week left to go. So you know what I mean? Take care of yourselves. Look out for each other. Angel on the modding duties, I massively appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Blasty, welcome to the Famalam. You're official Famalam now. So thank you for joining on the membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, take it easy. If we went through E3 and abandoned that, we'll be good. Yeah, of course. Like, I know it's going to be great streams and stuff. So really looking forward to it. The Bum Boys, sorry man, I was just looking at a little bit of something that I mentioned a bit earlier. Doug Markida, who's a weapons specialist from the show Forged in Fire, where they basically put bladesmiths head to head to make weapons, and then those weapons are tested out on real life scenarios. It's a really cool show. We are just talking about that a little bit, so I thought I'd show people what was going on in that. Mr. Switchblade, I should check out Visage. I will. Angel, can you message that to me? Actually, we're so close to the end. Shame Jeffrey wasn't here, because Jeffrey mentioned a book yesterday, and I forgot what the book was called. And I wanted him to be here so I could ask him and write it down. But let me just find a pen quickly before I close the stream. Oh, my cookie fell over. Visage. Is it a trailer? Also, there's the Destiny 2 trailer. I should have had a look at that as well, shouldn't I, while we had it open. But thank you all. Visage. Destiny 2. And just a final word as well. If you want a complete breakdown of everything that happens in the No Way Home trailer for Spider-Man, I suggest you go and check out my good friend Heavy Spoilers channel, who is officially #2 on trending on YouTube with his trailer breakdown, which is a massive achievement, and we're also proud of you, Paul. Congratulations, you're an inspiration to me and my channel overall. I mean, you've hit trending before, but to be #2 when the only other thing trending is obviously the trailer itself, like, massive congratulations. That's Heavy Spoilers over on YouTube. Go check him out. PT Light Game? I will. That sounds very, very interesting. So thank you very, very much. As I said, yeah, everybody take care of yourselves. We'll be back tomorrow with Gamescom 2021 official co-stream. And if you head on over to my Twitter, you'll get a preview of the thumbnail, which is, I mean, I can pull it up quickly before we end the stream here. But I'm proud of this one. Really proud of this one. I feel like I did a good job. I feel like I did a good job with this. There we go. So catch me tomorrow. Catch me tomorrow with the official co-stream for Gamescom's opening night live. Yeah. Peace out, everybody.